concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
And
Who is having that conversation with you? What?
so,
There is a conversation. Hold up.
there's
Stop
several
right now.
there's several conversations.
There's a
about it
conversation with you
with Harry.
about how dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
Ooh.
Well, it was just a matter of time, wasn't it? Oh, those days when Meghan Markle said, "Oh my God, I am never doing that. I'm only going to work with A-list directors, and it's only A-list movies, and I'm going to pick my own, whatchamacallit, roles because I am a duchess now." So she fled the UK along with her dim-witted husband. And she's back right where she started, doing cameos. I mean, this is really pathetic, guys. So let's get into this. But before we do, I just want to thank you. My name is Paula M. If you're new here, thanks for coming to the channel. For those who've come back, thank you for coming back here, guys. Much appreciated. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, throw it to the wind. Let's make this channel grow so our message can be heard louder in other places. And also because it sends a message to YouTube and those stupid Sussex squad and Meghan Markle and her dim-witted soon-to-be ex-husband. So, and also please don't forget to click the notification bell to be told when I come on with these videos. So please do that. So yes, Meghan Markle. Before we talk about her, though, I just want to talk a little bit about the Pat Tillman situation, because the Sussex squad have taken it upon themselves. I don't know if instructed by Harry and Meghan, but they've taken it upon themselves to trash the mother of a fallen soldier. Let that sink into your head a little bit. Because you understand that this lady whose son actually died under mysterious circumstances, and she had to fight to find out what happened. So she went through years of hell, and then setting up, making sure that his memory is respected and cared for, and that his legacy is not tainted. And here you have ESPN saying, "Screw you, screw you, Mary Tillman." Mary is the mother's name. Marie is the widow, that black widow, who's now basically monetizing the legacy of the fallen soldier of Mrs. Tillman's. And I don't mean Marie. I mean Mrs. I'm going to say the mom, Pat Tillman's mom, so we don't get confused. That's where we are. And the Sussex squad are calling her racist and all kinds of things. I know there's a petition out there, but clearly they're going to wipe their asses with that petition. And instead they're going to get tighter security for that event. And they're going to limit it, because that's what they do. That's gaslighting. That's coddling. That's everything that shouldn't be. So hurt them where it hurts the most. Cancel your Disney subscription and cancel your ESPN subscription if you have one. And when the numbers, because where it hurts them the most, guys, it always comes down to money. Even in the royal circles, it always comes down to the always crass money. So you want to hurt them? Drop them en masse. And that what would happen? That'll affect their stock, and their stock will fall. So and instead, try to promote Warrior Games, because believe it or not, Warrior Games is shown on ESPN, is played this year, and they're promoting a competitor for the Warrior Games, because Harry was going to be having the Invictus Games in the UK. Instead, they're the competition of the Warrior Games, the USA veterans. So you just think about that, unfortunately. So instead of having chosen somebody from the Warrior Games, you're telling me that Harry, by the way, he didn't start, we all know in this channel, Harry was not one of the founders of the family. I mean, We know that he's not a veteran. Yes, he went to Afghanistan, but we know that he went there because apparently the curry is fantastic and the games are just brilliant. Because of course, that's what every soldier says when they go to a war zone and people are dying right, left, and center. Yeah, that's why they go to Afghanistan. It's like a takeout. We're going to go takeout. We're going to eat curry because the good curry is fantastic. The chicken curry is fantastic. I probably shouldn't say good curry. Oh, yeah. Why did you come when the reporter says, why did you come in Christmas time? Well, they don't really celebrate Christmas and I just felt like it and we play fantastic games. Yeah. So this is where we are with this idiot. So the petition is great, but guys, they even went and posted, thanks Molly for sending me this, they even posted a warning on a GoFundMe petition, and there's absolutely nothing that is not factual in that petition, and you're watching it here and there, and I'm posting it here while I'm talking. So please go sign it, but also drop ESPN and Disney. Drop your subscription if you want to cooperate, because when you hit them where it hurts the most, which is their pockets, they will listen. They will suddenly see them that they start caring. Oh, then they're going to come with an excuse. Well, after the backlash that we got, let's go Budweiser on their asses. Remember what happened with Dylan Mulvaney? Let's support Mrs. Tillman, and I mean Pat Tillman's mother, and show her our support and love. This grieving mother. Show her love and support and dump their asses. And suddenly they're going to start caring. They're going to start caring and they're going to apologize. But only if we hit them in the pockets. Now, Meghan Markle. Oh my goodness, guys. Are you ready are you sitting down? Of course you're sitting down. Remember, Meghan Markle. I will only, when she fled the UK, I'm only gonna work with A-list directors. How everybody was fighting to have Meghan Markle without any talent, because let's face it, she's an unemployed, talentless, D-list mattress actress who thinks that couch casting is a sport, and it's skank. That's just my opinion. So, oh my God, remember she wanted to get $1 million per episode on Suits and a credit, executive producer credit. How hard had this woman fallen? Do you think she's back to giving BJs for a role? But who would want it from her? Because she's apparently gotten a cameo in Suits. Apparently, we're gonna see her in Suits. Cameos. Well, I mean, if you think about it, that was her role prior. There were cameos when George the Giant Slayer did review the entire series. Guys, I can't even do that for you guys. I've never watched Suits. I tried to watch a couple of episodes. Boring. But George the Giant Slayer watched it, and if I remember correctly, it's what did I do with my phone? I don't have my phone. It's 7,037 minutes. It's 134 episodes, and Meghan Markle was a total of 132 minutes. That's 1.8% of 100% time. That's nothing. So basically, she was doing cameos even way back then. So she's back to doing a cameo. And no, she's not. No. She's not gonna get $1 million, guys. That's not gonna happen. Suits knows that they don't have anything. She's not going to get that. She's not going to get that. Clearly. And she's not going to get the executive producer because now they got it without her. She's not the main character, no matter what they say. And they're fully aware that if they produce her with her and they name her before the thing comes out, they're not going to get watched. People are going to boycott that thing, and it's not going to go well for that. But she has managed to get a cameo. I don't know which episode it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be on the first episode because they're filming right now in LA. So that's going to be very interesting. So whatever happened. So isn't it amazing? She goes back full circle, giving BJs, begging for roles, cameo roles, not even the main role, not working with A-list directors. And looking like crap because youth has passed her by, and her looks. Oh my God, guys. They're going to need a lot of filters. I mean, if they keep putting filters and filters. Look, I'm 55, guys. I don't have any filters here. But this woman, they put so many filters that her face almost disappears now. She's never going to do high def. like the other women. They do these things that they put these filters. So that's Rachel Meghan Markle. At the rate they're going, you're only going to see like a blank thing for 30 seconds. So it's going to be interesting, right? And now she's saying that she's going to have the Suits cast for her Limonada podcast. Nobody wants to be with this woman. Nobody. Do you remember when Gina Torres said that nobody could contact? She wasn't at that other place because she was asking for money. She was asking for $500,000 to pop on the red carpet with the rest of the Suits staff, Suits cast, whatever you want to call it. And they said no. So Gina Torres went from saying we don't have her number, but suddenly now they're going to have her number, because she's gone full circle. She was fired from Suits because she was written out of Suits, guy. Those of you who come here, no, she was written out of Suits. And she was, I believe, 132 minutes out of 7,000. I don't know what the hell I did with my phone. Out of 7,000, I'm recording in my phone. Do you see what I mean, guys? So she's 1.8. I did this in my live in my Spanish channel. She is there. The whole show was 7,837 minutes. And she's only 132 or 134 minutes. That's brutal. That is brutal, guys. So that is, as I said, she's not even 2% in the entire series. So I don't understand why she's claiming, I take that bucks. So will you be watching, guys? Will you be watching? I won't be watching, clearly, even though I like you very much, but I won't be watching. It is going to be a cameo. So it's going to be very interesting. But as I said, she went full circle. Back to the very shitty show that it was beneath her at one point. She wasn't even talking to the Suits cast. So now it's back to Suits. Isn't it amazing? The Duchess back to Suits because she couldn't get anything else. And that Arrow thing, she's going to have to pay a lot of money because she's going to have to prove in 15 months. She has to go back to the trading and show that she has produced and sold every single item that she posted or trademarked there. And she's so stupid. She did American Riviera Orchard. That's a very long name to put on a label because she didn't trademark Arrow. So she can't use Arrow. She has to use American Riviera Orchard in each and every item. That shows you how dumb Rachel Meghan Markle is. But will you be watching her? And by the way, please, if you really want to help a grieving mother, not that widow. By the way, did you know, I want to thank Beth Mo MacGyver that sent me this thing, that Pat Tillman in 2022 received $5.1 million on donations, out of which 74.3% is for salaries. And this is just salaries. We're not talking about premises, paying rent for the premises or water, light, electricity, internet, office supplies. So less than 10%, I'm sure, or 15% ends up going to actual people that needs it. They have 13 directors, and I think they have like 10 members, 10 staff. And of course, the current husband of the widow is one of the directors along with the widow, and they're making a lot of money. This has been a money-making machine. So, and she used to work for ESPN. So if you want to hurt these huge companies, let's go Budweiser on their asses. Don't buy Budweiser. Boycott everything. Break your Disney subscription and leave a comment saying we're cut our subscription because you did this, because Disney owns ESPN. So if you drop out of both companies, it'll gonna hurt their numbers and it's gonna affect their stock. So what do you think? Are you ready to see Rachel Zane come back? I am Rachel Zane. I know what I'm doing. I'm better than a lawyer. As